Hi Libra, how are you? If you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is your love reading. As promised, I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that roles can be reversed in between energies. And with this said, as I always say, I run no daycare, so you guys should know that this is entirely general. So feel free to take or leave whatever you want from today's reading. So with this said, let's go ahead. Right away we got the King of Wands, Seven of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. We got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We got excuse me, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got the Eight of Swords, same energies. We got the Judgment in reverse, Libra energy. Ten of Wands in reverse, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The High Priestess in reverse, Pisces, Cancer energy. The Magician in reverse, again air. And then we got the Page of Swords. So we have a lot of air, of course. We have a lot of freaking fire, and Pisces and Cancer as water, right? So what's going on here? I do see that some of you gave up on fighting for someone who was just not moving. It felt like you were standing up for yourself. It felt like you were trying to, make this work, do everything in your power to get the connection going in a way, shape, or form. It felt like you were just fighting alone. At one point, I must agree with you, into where indeed the situation, connection was a one-sided relationship. So with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, then you realize that you were lowering your standards and you said, you know what, I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this. Like, this is not something I'll do. Like, Libra, I feel like you are the energy sometimes into where you, whenever things don't work out, you say, okay, sayonara, okay, bye-bye. But with this energy was different. You wanted to fight for it. You said something in your energies made you feel like if you continue fighting for it, it was going to work out. But at the end of the day, you realized that you got tired. You said, you know what, this is not me. I'm tired. I'm done. With the Eight of Swords, but at the same time, even though that you said that multiple times, it was hard for you to walk away. I do see with the Eight of Swords, you were like, you know what, what if I regret it? Like, what if I continue trying and then the minute I say no, he or she comes back? So I do feel like it took you a long time for you to get out of that back and forth with your own mind, into where you knew you shouldn't be fighting for it, but something in yourself said to stay and continue, right? With the Judgment in reverse and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. But at the end of the day, you realize that, and this was a decision that could have been like randomly. You were now planning, was one day some of you decided to delete this person's number, block this person, or just walk away because you're like, maybe life itself was getting difficult in any way, shape, or form. And you said, you know what, right now, this is too much, livelihood, money, or whatever. And then, this individual. So you decided to just lift the weight and you said, I'm gonna walk away. I do see that some of you did this to see if this person was to look back and look for you. Others of you did this because maybe it was a temporary decision. You were trying to align your priorities. But with the High Priestess in reverse and the Magician in reverse, it does seem like it wasn't a decision that you planned to make, such permanent decision, but it was just the opposite. With the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Cups, the minute you walk away with Pisces energy, I don't see this person. They did not reply to you. They did not text you. They did not look for you, or they did not try the way you were hoping they will try. And this was something that you were not expecting. As I said before, it caught you off guard. It does seem like. With the Strength card right here, Leo energy, even though that you felt tempted to reach out to this person, you felt tempted and to like maybe argue with them, like, oh, I mean nothing for you, like this is all, I do feel like you kept quiet. You fought the beast that lives within you, and you decided to like embrace calmness and peace, and you stayed quiet because you realized that, okay, if he or she's not talking to me, I'm not doing that no more. With the Hanged One in reverse, I do see this was a very difficult decision for you. You really wanted to talk to this person. You really wanted to see them. You really even maybe wanted to argue with them. I don't know. Whatever this was, it was very hard for you because I do see that some of you really craved conversation with this person. with the Chariot and the reverse Cancer energy. But no movement whatsoever from this person was seen anytime near. And your movement to move on was very difficult. Some of you could have been in denial for a minute with the Death card with Scorpio energy. Some of you were not either or accepting, welcoming change, were not accepting the situation, or was not, or are not going to, depends how present or how past this could be. You take it, like I said before, the way you want, as I explained in the beginning of the video. So with this said, some of you were not taking this change muy bueno, or very well. And with the Four of Wands, because you really wanted to be them. No matter how hard things was, you really wanted to be them. You really wanted this to work. You really wanted all of this to make sense at the end. You often will say, well, if he or she's not for me, why the hell did I encounter this person? So it was like, you love this person so much. It could have been in a short amount of time. It's because you knew this person was a soulmate. Also, you couldn't found this person after a long-term relationship that was bad, and then you found this person, and then you felt alive again. And sometimes, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes Libra, it's nothing about you. It's nothing that you're naive or anything. Sometimes, guys, we go through hell and back, and we get used to that feeling. And whenever we break free from that situation, we find something that makes us feel good, makes us feel alive, like what we felt maybe a long time ago with somebody else or at all. You're going to not want to let go of that situation, right? And no matter how bad it could be sometimes, because they make you feel so special, even if it's a short amount of time, you hold on to that, right? So, but then the common sense in the mind kicks in into where okay, why are you doing this? Why are you letting this happen? We need to leave. So we have a internal fight within us, that it's not that we are not able to see what's right or wrong. It's just the heart wants what it wants, and then the mind, and it's we get confused, right? Because the mind says no, but your heart says maybe, right? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, I do see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well, but very strong Virgo in Capricorn. I do see that this situation, because you were trying to stay away from this person, you focus a lot in maybe a hobby or your work. And I do see that this helped you increase something within your revenue in a way to perform, or find you a new hobby. Now I do see that a new relationship either or found you or is about to find you. Like I said before, depends on how past or how recent the situation may be. Like I said before, I do see that you are working, and you have been working very hard to be a better version of yourself. It has not been easy, but I do see right here that you have put a lot of work. I do see with the Fool, this is Aries energy. I do see that there is a new energy either or that found you or will find you. And this person could make you feel safe. At the beginning, it could have felt crazy because it's oh my gosh, I gotta just jump in again and get to know this person and trust this person again. And you did have your reservations because you gotten a little bit rigid because of this past person that, you fought so much and it didn't pay off. Now, with this said, you decided to let the colors show, right? And you decided to jump in, or you will be. And it's risky. I do feel you feel happy, but you feel afraid, because it's I do feel some of you are what if this person comes back, or the past person, or what if this doesn't pay off? So there's some sort of reservations in your energy. With the Emperor and the reverse Aries energy, I do feel your person, the past person, they have a lot of potential. I'm not going to say no. They do have a lot of potential. You guys did share a very intense situation in the past life. But right now, it's they are actually suppressing all those potential energies and those emotions that they do have. They're suppressing it. They're not doing a good job in being the divine masculine, regardless of gender, because divine masculine is the one that's supposed to chase, protect, commit, take care of the person, and they're everything but the divine masculine right now. And they do understand, and they have remembered you, and they don't forget about you, and they still have you in their memories. Yet all of this does nothing when they don't do anything, right? And it's because they're just not embracing the alchemy in their life. They're not embracing the change. They're not embracing the awakening. If you've seen the other Libra video that I was talking about energies and all that, if you haven't, go watch the other one and come back to this one. It'll make sense. But with the Lovers right here, Gemini, there is a deep connection. They do feel it. It was not you. It was not crazy. They did feel it. But they're not ready, and they don't seem to be ready still to be the person that you need. That's the thing about here, Libra, that it's not like they can't. It's just like right now they're not the person you need in your life. What they could bring to the table, and unless they change, is not what you need. And you're going to understand that the minute you sit next to them. It's like so freaking difficult. With the Three of Wands and the Hierophant right here, it is hard with Taurus energy because you guys are divine partners. And you know how hard it is to know that this is your person, but also acknowledge that the person they are right now is not who you need. And I understand that because it happened to me a long time ago, a twin flame connection. I recognized this person, but he was not the person I needed. And the universe gave me a soulmate. This is what happens. So you are going to encounter a soulmate right after this person. A soulmate is somebody who understands you, who, yeah, it's not perfect because relationships are not perfect. I'm sorry, this is not Disney Channel. This is literally life. And there's going to be difficulties. You guys are going to fight, argue, da da da. But this person overall decides and chooses to stay and chooses to fight and to work things out with you. So you are going to, or you have already encountered a soulmate that was literally sent to you to heal a broken heart. Literally. Most likely you also were supposed to heal something in this person as well. You know, it's a give and take. But I do see that there's still a big question into like, what if with the past person? The past person, it was never you. They're just not the person you needed. And they knew that too. They knew that they were not the person you needed. So that's why they pull and they push. With the Ace of Swords and the reverse and the Five of Pentacles, they want you to embrace winter. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles here, because all of this was not for nothing. I know it feels like it's not paying off. It may feel like it makes no sense. But with the Five of Pentacles is when you reach rock bottom, Libra, in the romantic sense, right? There's nothing more to continue fall. Like that, once you hit rock bottom, there's nothing more underneath. So the only option that you have is moving past it and go back up. And that's why you need to embrace the winters in your life, especially in the situation in life, because once you hit the rock bottom, there's no other option but to go back up. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, I do feel like some of you may not even have an answer anytime soon into why this person chose not to. I do see that they have a lot of addictions and difficulties that they need to work on. They need to better themselves. And I feel like even if you were to ask this person, they do not know, and they do not know why. They do not know why they feel drawn to you. They do not know why they push you away. They do not know why they just don't make it work with you yet. They can't let you go. So it does seem right here that it's like a open answer at this point. With the Eight of Wands right here, I do feel that when you least expect it, Libra, this person is going to either or show up back in your life in a way, or they're going to reach out to you. I do see communication coming from their end to you. And I do see that it happens out of nowhere. This, if some of you want a date, it could happen in between 8 weeks to 8 months for others of you, but it happens out of nowhere on a random day. And with the World right here, you need to be in your element, Libra. Okay, you need to be in your element. you need to be grounded and maybe be ready to hear what they have to say. With the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, you may feel a little bit disappointed into what they have to say because you were expecting maybe a little bit more with the Star in the reverse, Aquarius energy. But maybe what they tell you doesn't even fulfill this void that you have been wanting to fill with, again, talking about answers here. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands in the reverse, either or is going to be a sense of relief. Some of you, if you are single, they're going to try to, date you, trying to see if you guys could, start dating. But with the Ten of Wands, I'm not sure if you will want that. With the Moon right here, Pisces energy, I do see that there's a side of them that you did not know, and they're coming in and you're seeing it, and maybe it's again something that you don't want. But I do see that secrets are coming to light. They're going to answer exactly what your doubts were. You're not going to have any questions, and sometimes it's not about only understanding it but just accepting it. With the Queen of Wands, I do see that they're coming in your life whenever you are more, again, at peace, grounded. You seem more mature, you seem more ready, not only because of the age but because of your spiritual growth into having a conversation and perhaps, not overreact over the answer. With the Hanged One, it's a situation that you were not prepared for, because once again, and when this happened, you really came to peace that you were not going to see this person, but then you see them, right? And you hear everything you need to hear. I do see with the Seven of Wands, you're not here to argue with them. You're not here to make a big fuss. You're just sitting and listening. With the Nine of Pentacles, but here they come again with this very small offer to give, and this is where you go I do feel of course, things cannot be starting as a big offer, but it because of what you are going to already have, or you already had experience with somebody else, that what they offer you doesn't seem tempting anymore. We have an energy that even if you guys are the same age, this could be an age gap into where somebody's younger here, but regardless of the age gap, regardless of all of that, I do see a level of immaturity in his energy, or in this person's energy, into where they're quick to react. They don't really think before speaking, or it's like everything feels like a fast paced with this person. There's no slowing down, there's no enjoying, there's no embracing. I do see this person goes in a very fast pace in how they like to move in life, and they don't often make the best decisions because of it. They don't often learn because of it. So at this point, this is where the differences can actually affect, because you're more not slow paced, but more let me make things correctly, make sure that I'm not gonna regret this, more intellectual, and he or she is not. And again, this could cause a lot of friction in the connection. Overall, Libra, balance and justice is going to be served to you. You're going to have the answers. You're not going to have maybes or so. This also represents an important decision that needs to be made, maybe on your end. I do see karma being over, and cycles being ending, and new ones starting. So at this point, you are the judge and the jury on this connection into how far you want to take this, and if you want to take this any further, of course. With the Ten of Swords right here, and the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords, I do see that there's going to be some sort of stress, right, in your energies, because it's I don't know what to do. So that's why they're telling you here that you need to be grounded, or you need to have all your elements, because it's not an easy thing to do. They don't want you to say everything is fine when it's not fine. They want you to rely on your spirituality and your ancestors and your guardians, and to rely on the divine, maybe to find those answers. But they're reminding you to let alchemy happen, surrender to alchemy. With the Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, you are no longer the person you used to be. You have grown so much. And I do feel like, even though that you grow so much, for those who really are having second thoughts about this person, this new opportunity is once in a lifetime, right? This is because you wanted it, because you said you needed it. This is a contract you signed before you come to Earth. So at this point, you don't do any good by, suppressing your emotions, because then why you asked for this? Why will you make all of this happen, right? So with this said, you know how to take this person, but at least don't hold back into maybe listening to this person or tell this person how you really feel. I do see with the Nine of Swords, changes happen pretty quickly. If you were to work this out, I feel like you may find out if this has future or not, as well as if you say no to this, there's a new energy either or already in your life when they come in, or very soon after you say your goodbyes to this person. There's a sense of like not feeling like appreciated by this soulmate twin flame, and it's not because they don't appreciate you, it's just like they don't know how to show it, because again, they're very immature and everything feels like fast with this person. Like, I call you today, I want to see you tomorrow, I want to go on a date with you, I want to hang out more, I want to, like, it's like very fast, and I feel like that's where their own comfort can come from. With the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, you're going to be the judge and the jury of the situation. Like I said before, the new beginning or the moving on is literally in your hands. They want you to review things correctly before making a decision. Review things correctly before making a decision. I do see here that for those who want it, yeah, there's a possibility that you guys could be together. Now, is it going to work or not? You're the judge and the jury, not me. If you want to end this, you can end it. But I do see that they're coming in because you've been wanting it for a long time, and now is the time. But finally, I do see that you are indeed the judge and the jury of the situation. So you need to make sure that this counts. So let's see what the possible initials are. This could be a first, last, middle, or even a nickname for this person, okay? So we got F as in Frank, P as in Peter, O as in Oscar, M as in Michelle, Q as in Castle, G as in George, L as in Leo, R as in Rose, B as in Boy, C as in Cat, and T as in Tyler. So these are the possible initials for this individual that I was just talking about. Oh, wait. And E as in Edwin. I'm going to do that because I left it. I forgot. So we're going to take that as well. Before I go, I know that I tend to do the astrology dices, but today I want to give you an angel's card with, of course, an angel's message, angel's number, angel's message, and a affirmation as well. Let's see. Thank you so much. We got 333, and this says potential, and this says your chance to reach your highest of potentials is here. Perseverance has gotten you where you are. You have been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you are exactly where you need to be. Affirmation: my potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. So, and I wanted to give you this 12-12-2 duality. Within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is in your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. Affirmations: I fully embrace who I am and follow change where it's needed. I trust duality within me. So guys, this is officially the end of the reading. I hope you guys like it. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. As I said before, I want to invite you to check my Spotify. I went back at it. I do weekly podcasts for free stuff, of course, spirituality and other topics. I want to invite you to check and follow me on my Instagram. I tend to follow back. I also can be found in Facebook. I have a Facebook group. I am on TikTok as well, that I do different content. Again, totally free. I also am on Twitch now, that I'm going to do different lives that I cannot do here on YouTube. I'm going to do it over there. And finally, if you want to get a personal reading with me, you want to check out my website, which you can find the services and everything. You want to go to the description box below, and you can actually go to the link and book online, as I am open for reading. So with this said, you can also find the same link for my website on the bio on my Instagram if it's easier. So thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.